What the hell is Sauce Sports or whatever that last call was talking about? What the hell is that?
Guys are from Free Love, man.
North side, south side, east side, west side. Perfect. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stroud, Texas, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. Cody. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stroud, Texas, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stroud, Texas, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. Perfect. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray?
All right, y'all. I know, y'all know it ain't the sauce without a few little technical difficulties. I'm behind the scene. If we finna get it right, if we finna get it tight, y'all give a player a second. But hey, y'all already know what it is. We need that Sauce Nation roll call. Drop that in the chat. Shout out your side with pride. If you are from the greater Houston area, if you're not from the greater Houston area, make better life choices. Outside of that, let me just tinker with the dilly-dally. Y'all pardon me. All right, cool. Everything looks good. And second, y'all give me 30 seconds in the sauce. Is the song still playing? No, no, it's not playing. All right. Well, y'all do that. I'll give me just 30 seconds in the sauce and we'll be live. Let's go make one little adjustment. Right. Yeah. All right, cool. No, I was wondering why this shit. But y'all mean did I call off? Did I call off? Did y'all think I was joking or something? Y'all, did y'all think I was making? I joke about a lot of stuff around here, right? I joke about a lot of things. We're not making jokes about the Texans. Absolutely not. No, sir. All right, all right, all right. What's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? Can y'all feel it in the air? Can you can you smell it? Can you smell what Coleridge Bernard Jr. is cooking? Welcome to Sauce Sports. You're not familiar with Sauce Sports, the Houston, Texas Homer Network. Maybe we're talking all sports, but only Houston. Today we're talking Big Texans. And I have the original toxic Texan joining me today for some conversation. And hopefully we'll see if some of the other round will get down with us here or there as we have an extended playoff pregame show. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take calls today. We don't ever really take calls in the pregame. I was not able to finish something I've been wanting to do. It was just a little technical and I didn't have time to really tweak it. So it is what it is, right? We're here. We're ready to drip. But who do I have joining me today? For those who might not know, and I don't know why they would not know. I mean, if they call themselves Real Sauce Nation, you should know. But just in case they don't, just in case they're new to it, not true to it, who do I have joining me today?
Man, it's the one and only Toxic City Tinny. You know I bring that toxic mentality, and I want all of you to be a little toxic today. I don't care how nice a Browns fan is. I don't care how much they compliment the team. Go for their throat. They need to go back to the dog pound. They need to go back to Cleveland. They need to be happy with the Deshaun Watson trade because either way, they lost that trade 100% within 1 year.
And that's funny because shout out to Unger who joined me yesterday. Y'all, Unger got me, y'all. Unger got me. I gotta admit it. He was too nice. He threw a monkey wrench in the game plan. He hit me with the banana in the tailpipe. And then I saw a TikTok or a little tweet thing today, and I figured out what the Browns fans are doing. They're playing nice, right? Any other time you're supposed to talk shit and go off and be fun. They're playing nice. And the reason why they're playing nice is because of that goddamn Pat McAfee and his crew of flunkies, right? And they said, and again, this has been a thing I hadn't mentioned all week deliberately for this reason, is they told CJ, you have no chance. And once CJ said, oh, we got no chance, all right, it was over. It was over. Because we're going to dive into that. Hold a pin in that, though. Because first, we got to talk about the most important thing shaking in this whole conversation, and that's Sauce Nation. The livest, the greatest community in all of YouTube, all of Houston sports talk. Easily, Sauce Nation easily hands down the best community in all of Houston sports talk, right? And it's not even close. People feel however they want to feel. They can say whatever they want to say. The best community in all of Houston sports talk, Houston sports, is Sauce Nation, right? Again, whether you know the fresh ingredients, you can't fuck with it. Let's see what we got joining us. And then we're going to double back to that point that I was making about CJ in the gear. All right. So I see Alana Miller, the best half of the world's greatest moderating couple in all the land. Shout out to Miss Alana. Good to see you. Big Al, Killer Cam, TD. What's the motherfucking deal? Texas Swarm, Footballer 503. DeMarkey, why do I still have a wrench in the sauce? Johnson. Eastside Harold, what's the motherfucking deal? Jordan Kearney Gibbs, what's the motherfucking deal? 335. Quincy Lockett, what's the motherfucking deal? You already know the real round table, Eastside. You already know. Living in Charlotte from that South Park, I already represent. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, I got some buttons for y'all. I don't want to pushing the wrong buttons and shit.
Southside up in the door.
You know what I'm saying? I see Southside in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Southside. Man, look, called off. I told y'all I wouldn't joke about that shit. Houston Texans talk, be easy. Philip Villarreal, what's the motherfucking deal? L Heights, what's the motherfucking deal? Arthur. Let me see if I missed you. I promise I ain't dishing. But we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to get into. You know what I'm saying? You say the NFL trip with the Peacock bullshit. What you talking about? I ain't even see what's going on. And what happened? So did they move the storm game? The little snow game? Is that the game that got moved? I wasn't even paying attention. Because I know somebody's game got moved. I think to I think the blanketed snowstorm game. J Mac, what's the deal, baby? But yeah, so not our game. They moved the Bills. Somebody because of the snowstorm, right? Just look. Oh, the Bills ain't true. My bad. What you say?
Make a play.
Yeah.
Make a play. They got it done for a reason.
Yeah. This ain't they ain't baseball. I'm not knocking baseball, but this is not the weather should not be impacting the game. We want to see what these quarterbacks are really made out of, right? Back in the day, with your grandpappy when he wore the leather helmet, he would have played in the snowstorm game, and he wouldn't have talked about it, right? He wouldn't even complain. Your granddad used to walk 5 miles in snow school every day.
No socks on. He would have been out there in the cold, freezing his ass off.
Exactly. Shout out to the OG grandpappies. On MLK Day, they did it for MLK.
Oh yeah.
At this point, do you really have a stadium if you don't have a roof on it? At this point, like if you don't, and shout out to the city of the original retractable roofs, right? The trendsetters in all of this conversation, right? First with the Houston was the trendsetters in the dome, right? And then the trendsetters of the retractable. Like, people don't want to give Houston their credit, but we have always been influencers, right? We have always been the trendsetter, the initiator, the ones. Whether it's in the sports conversation, whether it's in the sports arenas, whether it's just in the talent that we put out, it's always about Houston, right? Bucks Eagles was already in it, well, because Jalen Hurts is black. Anyway, gotta get a win for the MLK. It would be terrible. It would be terrible if Baker beats you. Anyway, they would set us black folks back 20 years. But nah, man, Charles Montgomery, slum in the building. Man, look, let me tell y'all, bro. I want to know, because I was talking to Mr. Tin Man earlier, right? And I'm going to be honest. Been a Texas fan since day one, 10 toes Texan. Have you ever felt more excited about a Texans game today? And if you have, drop that game in the chat. And then I want to know on a scale of 1 to 10, not how confident you are in the win, just how good you're feeling about this game, how excited you are about this game, right? And Tin Man, your thoughts, 1 to 10. How excited, how are you feeling just pregame, just the energy surrounding this game, everything that's going on, we know the storylines, everything. How are you feeling about the Texans just going into this game on a scale of 1 to 10?
It's a 9. It's a 9 because I've been a Texans fan since the beginning. So nothing beats that 2011 first time feeling. Nothing beats it. Yeah. Right there, that's the height. Like I remember running around the bar that I was at when J.J. Watt intercepted the ball. Yeah. Like I ran on the inside of the bar, high-fiving everybody. I ran outside on the deck and high-fived everybody, came back in and made another circuit. Like that excitement, it's hard to replicate. Hey, I'm serious. I was high-fiving fools. It was over there at West. I was over there at something Ben's, Uncle Ben's or some Big Ben's. There's a bar right off of 45. I was in and out of that place. It was fun. That nothing beats the electricity of that 2011 team in that first playoff appearance. Nothing beats it. Nothing beats it. But today is awfully close. Today is awfully close because I will say it here now on the stream in case nobody else is saying it. CJ Stroud is our guy. CJ Stroud is our Tom Brady. CJ Stroud is our Dan Marino, Troy Aikman, whatever quarterback in time, Joe Montana, whoever you want to choose, whatever they mean to their team, this is what CJ is to us. And I don't care if it's his rookie season. I don't care if people say it's too early. It may be too early for y'all, but it wasn't too early for me when I said it would be the biggest mistake in Nick Casario's career not to draft CJ. And here we are now. We have our quarterback. So I'm going to state it now. CJ Stroud is that man. He's that man for us, and he will be that man for us going into the future. Nothing is better than that feeling right now.
I agree. CJ is the guy, and will be the guy for the foreseeable future. I mean, there's no reason to deviate from the game plan. Like I say, it's a situation where early on you had a lot of naysayers. A lot of naysayers. There are a lot of niggas. A lot of niggas and naysayers. Some niggas can be naysayers. Some naysayers can be niggas. I guess it goes back and forth. But it's just like, it's a situation where, man, we talked about it before. some people had some kind of weird belief in aint for whatever reason for a long time, and I hate that. I still feel like aint is still the one you identify because we definitely have all kind of deviated. There's still a few clingerers. There's still a few lingerers and hanger-oners to number 4, but we'll call those dingleberries who are still lingering on to the number 4 for whatever, just attached to them for whatever reason. But yeah, the feeling, the quarterback play. I mean, this is the first time I've really seen other teams or other people really coming in. Like, you saw him kind of embrace, like, oh, he's electrifying, exciting, but then you saw where people still had a lot of critiques and criticisms of his game, right? But with CJ, I've seen people even in losses and say, man, hey, y'all got one. Like, y'all got one. Y'all got it's him. You know what I mean? Easily would have been the league leader in passing yards had he not got hurt on the raggedy ass Jets turf. And they need to have that changed by the time we pull up next year. Otherwise, there's gonna be some issues, right? We're gonna have to see somebody. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hector. Shout out to Dante. Let me see if I miss you again. I ain't this year. I had to redo. Is the bot not connecting? Because I think it might have disconnected. Let me reset this. My apologies. I see the bot ain't botting right now. But it's a situation. So I'm gonna kind of go back to what I was saying about the Pat McAfee situation with CJ. And when I saw that, I've been saying it for a long time, man. I've been saying it, and I think there's a few others in the roundtable who agree with me, maybe to an even more so different extent. But when I say CJ is a gangster, I mean that. Like, I mean that in more ways than one. But he's a gangster on the field, right? And so the fact that, they told him that, and he said it, and he just, a lot of young dudes, I talk about young people, especially when we talk about on the den, and then we're going to get into other political shit. Like, a lot of this younger generation, the youth, are emotional, right? Very reactive. Anything you say negatively about me, they just react to it, right? Right? Right, like, exactly. The more likes we get in the sauce, the better the Texans have a chance of getting a win, right? Because, hey, they probably in the locker room right now, hey, that nigga sauce on, man. They ain't gonna let any talk shit. We're gonna have to give him some sliders. But my thing is this, bro. It's just like the way he responded to it was so cool, casual, and collected. And it's his character. And that's the thing I've been pointing out all year that I've noticed about CJ is his demeanor in every situation. Never too high, never too low, just there. You know what I mean? Just there. I know Unger mentioned yesterday something about, how I want to see him playing in playoff football. We've been playing playoff football for the last 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, we've been playing the Titans game was a playoff football game because, you're out. The Colts game was a playoff football game because, not only are you out, but you are, this is a chance at the division. And then everything came to fruition. Shout out to all the people who left on. I think some Jags fans. There's a few Jags fans who deleted some comments. We're not going to get into that. But I had to go back and make sure. There's a few Jags who left some comments back there. The Texans will never win the division. It's over with. And boy, you guys are salty now, right? You're salty. Your little sissy quarterback let you down.
What? Dude.
Imagine having faith in fucking, I can't even remember his name, Trevor Lawrence. I tell y'all about people with 2 first names. I've been telling you about people with 2 first names. His name's Trevor Lawrence. You can't trust him, right? But CJ, man, like I say, just his demeanor. I'm not saying that he doesn't have the talent and every other, but I think that's the biggest thing, his mentality to not let the game get too big, to not let this moment get too big, and to be able to remain within self and execute is a huge factor. Stephen Chapman was the motherfucking deal. Macari was the motherfucking deal. So it's like, it's a situation where this is what you get, right? This is where you are. This is your guy because he's so far ahead of your traditional rookie in so many ways. Like, the game it's like he's been here. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like he's got a veteran element to him, right? And he's that leader. He's that the cat. He gets the team motivated. He gets them fired up. He says the right things without having to be over the top. And you can tell that these guys hang on every word he says. And because he is a man of character, they respond. We love to use the phrase in sports, the leader of men. CJ is that, right? What is it about you that you know? So, or what do you think is the, let's not say the physical on the field factor. There's always those intangibles. What do you think the intangible element to this game is? When we're talking about the Texans, the Browns, whether it's CJ or just the overall, storyline behind the game, what do you think is something that people need to be paying more attention to, Mr. Tin Man?
I think what people need to really be paying attention to is DeMeco Ryans. DeMeco Ryans is a lot of these young guys together, and he's put trust into them. And I think that interview yesterday where CJ Stroud was talking about, being in a room full of guys that are a little bit older than him. It's not like the college atmosphere that he got used to being around his peers. Now he's around guys who have lived life and put trust into him. That doesn't happen unless you have somebody that believes in you. Yeah. And DeMeco Ryans believes in this team 100%. From all of his young guys that he got into the room this year, to the young guys that he'll get next year, to the guys that he brought in, to the guys that he's worked with Nick Caserio. I'm not saying it's all him. Nick Caserio's a part of this. But his mentality as a leader, bringing them in, putting belief in them, and when they fail, hold them accountable. When they succeed, give them the room to celebrate. Give them the room to absorb this. DeMeco Ryans is the biggest factor in all of this. And now, off the side of that, CJ Stroud, 100%. CJ Stroud is the gasoline in this vehicle. He's the lifeblood. He moves everything. Where CJ Stroud goes, this team goes. And his mentality hasn't changed at all. Not since day one to day whatever 100 this is. He is here. He's here to stay. His mentality feeds off the fact that he has people that believe in him. And it all starts with DeMeco Ryans. And I remember that from the first interview when they brought in Will Anderson and CJ to sit on that stage. Nick Caserio, DeMeco Ryans is fielding all these questions for Will Anderson and how great a player he is, and this and that, and left and right. And DeMeco Ryans stopped what he was doing to put some light and some love on CJ Stroud. He said, we also brought in CJ Stroud because we believe in the type of leadership that he can bring to us. I remember that. It may not be the exact words, but it starts there. It starts from that one interview, the standard of believing in your quarterback, believing in your other defensive player that you brought in, your rookie that you brought in, the two guys that are going to be cornerstone players of this team. And it all starts with DeMeco Ryans. His mentality has breathed new life into this city.
And I think there's multiple factors in it. I think that, we've been championing for DeMeco in the sauce for a long time, for some years now. One of those things being the element that he was a player. I think as a player, you respect a man who's been a player. I think if you just look at his overall character and integrity, when have you ever heard scandalous remarks about DeMeco? When have you ever heard negative commentary about DeMeco? You haven't. He's a guy that carries himself with the utmost respect, with the utmost integrity. And that trickles down, especially when you do have quality leaders, when you do have young men who are looking up to you, you do have older guys who have been through it and realize, okay, this is a stand-up guy. This is a guy that, whatever issues, I feel like he's a guy that whatever issues you have on and off the field that you can bring to him, he's going to relate to you as a man. So I'm looking at it, man. Like I say, DeMeco was the perfect hire for this situation. And, I know there's some national media motherfuckers who are eating some crow right now, a lot of Stephen A. Smith, right? And guys of that character, right? Because he said such stupid stuff, and I used to hate that shit. Now, did the Texans fumble the bag a couple of years back with the hiring of one David Culley? Where is he now? You can talk about the Gainster and the Brian Gaines scenarios. We can talk about the Texans. Kind of talk about how we got to this point. The Texans fucked up a good little bit, right? And we suffered through it. But in hindsight, it took all of that to happen. Like the Texans fucked up, and then that might be one of the funniest fucking comments ever. Shout out to Max Vasquez. That's hilarious, bro. That's fucking hilarious. Vasquez said Stoops had Landry locker on. I said Locker's the Alfred Blue of Texas reporters. Hey, you keep handing the ball stuff. You're going to get one right? That's fucking hilarious. I ain't even got myself right, y'all. I ain't got my look. It's on the way. I ain't got my beverage yet. Trust me, I'm gonna jump juice. We're gonna get a little fly. With some, got to get the AFC champ merch on and all that here in a minute. But we getting early. We getting warmed up, right? We had to get some extra sauce going on. But yeah, you already know how I ain't. We ain't even finna get in all that. We already know how that goes. I feel like you're insulting Alfred Blue though. I do kind of feel like if Alfred Blue was here in the chat and he read that, he would take a little bit of offense to that. Be more like the I don't know. I don't know if Alfred Blue would be the guy. Yeah, that might be it. That might be your best comparison. Anybody else probably got cut off the roster. Anyway, but like I say, the integrity of these guys, the Texans, and they're kind of fucking up along the way, but they fucked up and they fixed up. Somebody got mad at me the other day because I put up something about we're not fucking with Kerry McNair, right? I'm like, I don't know who Kerry McNair is. I ain't fucking with him. The shit ain't cut right. The shit ain't right. And and cheap t-shirt Sharice White, he was the original cheap t-shirt. But the thing about it is just like they realize their errors, right? And the people are like, oh, they're racist. And I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, Bob McNair made a comment. Do you realize Bob McNair's era, right? Like, not error, like a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Era, like where he came from, his generation. And if that's the worst thing that you can pull from Bob McNair is that he said, the inmates running the asylum, aside from you associating yourself with an inmate or buying into that belief, what did he really say? Right? He expressed his political views. Rightfully so. Everybody's allowed to, you can't expect someone, and again, we've gotten to a society where people can't have those conversations where your policies differ from mine and you're just a piece of shit. He expressed his political views and yeah, he said he's the Lonnie Johnson of Texas reported. Terrible. Terrible. Oh, Twitter fingers, Lonnie. Oh, man.
He's been around just enough to be known.
yeah, just enough to be known. I shout out to Snail for the super songs and super chat love. But man, if that was the worst that you got from Bob McNair through this era, you got a couple of players who, whatever motives they may or may not have had, didn't like it. But was it that serious? He said, I think when Obama got elected, he said, hey, some of you guys might be happy about it. I'm not. You could ask some people later on that may have been happy initially that weren't. Some people that might not have been happy later on that were. Like, people are going to have different views on that. So I'm not faulting somebody for having an opinion on something that's going to impact their life, especially if you are a billionaire. Certain people come into office, it might lighten your pockets a little bit. I get it. Whatever. The inmates running the asylum, like somebody said, kind of with the NBA, right? There was a point, and honestly, I don't know if I fully recovered from it. Like when all the Black Lives Matter stuff was going on and they were just making that predominantly the focus of the NBA. Yeah, because you let the players and their politics and all that shit. Like, it was hard for me to watch. I was watching I want to say it was the game. It was the Rockets. Was it the Rockets Lakers bubble championship, or it was one of the playoff games or something like that?
Do it right, do it left, do it right, do it.
But it was like they're running up and down the court, and then in the middle of the game, they're like, well, they're on this fast break. Let's talk about Breonna Thomas and the injustice that happened to her while, she was sleeping. I don't want to hear that. I'll watch the news for that, right? Like, I don't want you to inundate me with your political beliefs. Like, I'm here to get away from that shit. I'm here to enjoy the game, right? And really, that's the worst take I've ever heard in my life. Imagine me playing a center. Really, just come on, right?
What?
Right, yeah, that a center in the basketball, but on the football field, no. It's that try to. I get what you're trying. I get you're trying to come with the jokey jokes, B Fatty. Like I get you trying to be with the joke. Like at least be funny if you're gonna say something goofy. But yeah,
you know who could play center? Right. Hector had like maybe 5 more inches.
Hector could. I believe it. Hector is an athletic young man. He definitely could. Y'all be surprised. Y'all be sleeping on Hector. Don't let Hector fool y'all. Don't let the beard fool you.
Hector be the Mexican.
That's funny. So my thing is this, bro. Like it's a situation where losing, what's the motherfucking deal? It's a situation where, bro, like, I don't know, but all the past, the fuck ups, like I said, the hirings, the cullies, the lovies, it took all of that. It took all of that happening for us to be in a position where we feel like the future is bright, right? To feel like we have a foundation. We have a young core. Oh no, what is the average age? Like 25, something like that on the team somewhere. It's really young, 25, 24. You have a young core and you have the assets, to build on that foundation, right? You have the assets to be able to build on top of that. Again, you got money, what is it, like 70, I think like 73, 75, somewhere in that area. You got, and if you feel like you have your quarterback, I mean, that's the hardest piece to secure, right? You can find some success maybe with a real solid defense and a decent game manager, but you got a gamer, right? And you got a guy, like I said, the moment's never too big. Had it not been for what I feel was like a little extra effort from Quentin Williams, right? You're talking about the guy who led the league in passing his rookie year. You're talking about a guy who might have been in the MVP conversation in his rookie year, right? Because let's think about it. Imagine he plays that first game against the Titans where, it took us a little bit. We'd have blew the Titans out. He would have had at least an additional 3 touchdowns, probably an additional 300 yards that game, right? Till it got real ugly. And then that Browns game, Browns defense is decent, depending on who we do and don't have, defensively on that, I think is what we'd have to attribute. But this guy definitely would have led the league, had everything went the way that it was supposed to. You said, from now on, even though it's Landry Lurker. You love the channel from Singapore. Yeah. Mr. Cheese, you can get a shout out. They should probably get that cleaned up, though. Definitely go get you a prescription for whatever your name is dealing with. So that's very unfortunate.
Was he Singapore?
Mm-hmm. He's I don't know what's happened in Singapore, but sounds like his name needs some penicillin. That's what it's
left, do it right, do it left, do it right, do it.
Better cut out this. You say CJ's overdue for a 14 again. I feel like CJ's gonna go nuts, and let's talk about it, right? Because I know Mr. Tin Man has a little bit of limited time, so I definitely want to get a few of his views, few of his takes. So, kind of going to this game, man. What are you looking for? What is the most important aspect of this game, in your opinion, Mr. Tin Man?
Most important aspect of this game is we need to take advantage of the red zone. I don't know what Slowick has to do. I don't know if he's got to go back and rewatch all of his mistakes and all of his bad play calling in the red zone, but he needs to do the opposite. Whatever he was thinking of maybe doing in those situations, he needs to
do it right, do it
left,
do it right,
do it. Let the Browns stick around. You got to get them out fast. So every red zone opportunity has to walk away with 6. Hey, if we go for 8, we go for 8, but 6 for sure. Fair bearing, you missed that one last week. It'll be fine. We'll get you some more. But yeah, we can't. This can't be a fair bearing game. Don't let it be a fair bearing.
Make sure he's not over. He's not over oiled. Make sure make sure Fairbairn doesn't have too much cocoa butter. So I agree, and I'm on the same page with you, because you can't go out there and kind of. I'm not saying you're going to see the exact same performance, but you can't go out there and kind of play like the Texans play again. Getting 3s when you need 7. And again, we had it was significantly different. You're talking about kickers. You're talking about defensive playmakers being out. You're talking about your star quarterback being out. And I think that there's an element of hunger to prove, like, because CJ wants to prove, said I wasn't there, it would have been a different outcome. And I think that's why I think he is due for a big game, because think about, I want to say your boys went out and got jumped or something, right? And you just know that if I'd have been there, it'd have been a different outcome, right? If I'd have been there, it wouldn't have been, they wouldn't have got beat up. It would have got handled like that. And it's almost like that. It's almost like I got to go get revenge. Y'all did my boys dirty. Like, now I'm here. Know what you gonna do. Let me see what you really gonna do. And this game has the potential to change. I won't say to change the conversation about CJ, but again, continue to elevate the conversation about CJ. Shout out to All on Lose. You say I'm rooting for the Texans because of CJ and Den ties. But Joe Skinny repping for the millennials, I'm not mad at it. Hey, you know, as an old school player myself, I understand it. But fuck the Browns. Goddamn. Look, Joe can do he can rep from the couch, goddamn. But here's the thing, I saw this. My bad.
Joe Flacco. I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco. And the motherfucker was carried by defense then too. It's the only reason he's doing good. You notice when the defense slid off, Joe Flacco wasn't a name anymore. Now he goes to a team with a defense, and all of a sudden he's doing okay, even with the turnover he's making. Nah, let's call a spade a spade. Joe Flacco turns the ball over. Yeah. Joe Flacco is the protector of the ball. He's not going to win this game today.
And you know what I'm saying, like, and that's the big thing, like, because he's going to turn the ball over. But again, we had turned last time, but you weren't able to capitalize on those turnovers because, again, you got Case at the helm. And I know everybody got excited for Davis, you know, going against the second and third stringers. You feel me? But, you know, it wasn't, you didn't have a chance. You know, once the tone got set, it was out of there. And you just kind of had to suffer slow. It was a slow death. You know what I mean? And the little shit Davis did, that's just that's the last little throws of death, you know, when somebody's just trying to fight right before your soul's leaving your body. You just give it everything you got. We can't try to get a little fight back, but it was over. It was at that point, it was done. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody who slid in. Make sure you hit that like button. If you don't, hit the dislike button. I don't care. Just hit something. Shit. Participate. But it's a situation where, man, how do you feel looking at this? Besides CJ, what do you think is the biggest difference in this game from last matchup?
I'd say what this game means. Yeah, last game meant like, yeah, you beat them and y'all kind of flip draft picks, right? You know, that would have happened. You beat them then, you give yourself a little bit of cushion. You could have already secured the division earlier. But, you know, your quarterback was down. You were missing your star defensive players. Like, you know, you had some things going for you. So it was like, hey, let's go out there and just try to make it through this. Today, it's more like we want to keep going. So the whole goal is to keep playing, get to the next game. Right now, like the postseason is always the true 1-0. All you got to do is go 1-0. And right now, I think that mentality is riding out highest with the team right now. And then two, the fans are coming in with that mentality. They're coming in with, I want to win. We haven't been here since 2019. We haven't been here since we got embarrassed in 2019. So, hey, everybody's on board. Everybody wants to see a W. I think everybody's going to be loud in that building. I think that building's going to be rocking. And I think the players are expecting that too. And I think that even though the Browns come in with a superior defense, they don't have the superior offense.
That's the thing, as y'all see, I'm getting my pregame situation ready. And I agree, and that's the thing, because let's be honest, the Browns have a stout defense. Talked about it yesterday. I told y'all Denzel Ward was playing mind games. Told y'all it was some fuck shit. It was just, everybody, Denzel Ward's not going to play. I told y'all, I saw the post on the shit and all the little questionable shit surrounding it. Like, again, that's what I'm starting to see as well. Like, teams are playing these games with the injury report now. And I can't lie and say that we didn't do it, because that's what happened with the Titans game. It was Davis, and then game time, it's Case, you know. Oh, shit. Shout out to Herb Gotti, the Don. Shout out to
I took out just like a rocket. I'm gone. Elijah Warren, Hakeem.
Hey, shout out to Herb Gotti, the Don.
I took out just like a rocket. I'm gone. Elijah Warren, Hakeem.
5 gifted members. I don't even know how to do it. I think there's a way I'm supposed to do that shit too, but I don't even know how to do it. Shout out to Herb Gotti.
Just like a rocket. I'm gone. Elijah Warren, Hakeem.
Already, baby. Look, if you just got a membership.
I took out just like a rocket. I'm gone. Elijah Warren, Hakeem.
If you just got a membership, drop the emojis in it. Drop some Texas emojis in the chat. Drop the pipe emojis in the chat.
I'm gone. Elijah Warren, Hakeem.
Hold up, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Drop the pipe emojis in the chat. Drop the motherfucking me Texas emojis in the chat. If y'all excited, if y'all hitting the pipe, we going to rehab after the season, after we win it all. The Browns, this is your year. David Mellon, go eat a melon ball. You know, it's not happening. And I get it. And I get it. You guys are excited. You guys are feeling good. This is not the same Texas team that you played. And when you see what you just mentioned, Tinny, about the offensive superiority. Defensively, I'll give the nudge. I'll give the nudge to the Browns, right? I feel like when the Texans are playing as a unit defensively, it's not that much separation, right? I mean, questionable second safety play. We maybe have some questions, but I say if you're lining up a healthy Nelson, and a healthy Stingley, I feel like they're going to give Emerson and Ward just as much of a run, right? Like you're not talking about just a class above. Like you're talking about we're classmates. You know, defensive line. You can talk about Garrett, and you can talk about old buddy. God damn, let's forget his name. The guy on the other end. But you can talk about the defensive line as a whole. You're not. You're talking Willie, and you're talking. You're not talking that big of a difference. You know what I mean? Like, but I'll give it to them. They've been more consistent, right? They are the number one defense for a reason. All the better when CJ carves them up, when CJ dices and slices, and then puts the low clearance prices. You know, sends y'all ass home. You know, get y'all out of there real quick. So again, I agree with you. I feel like, but the offensively, when the Texans offense is clicking, it's a superior offense to the Browns, right? Let's Flacco in his prime won't be remotely close to CJ in his prime. Like you said, he hasn't been carried by a defense. He'll get out there, he'll sling it, he can throw that bitch. I'm not gonna doubt he can throw the ball. He's a thrower of the football. You know what I mean? But again, he's also a turner over of the football. So if the Texans can capitalize, getting the ball back to that offense and let the offense capitalize on those turnovers, I think that is the biggest difference. I think that's a huge difference, right? So definitely. But looking at it, like you said, what are you expecting the Texans are going to need to do to have success in this game? Is it going to be a pass-heavy game? Do they need to try to focus on the run, or is it going to be a balance of both, in your opinion?
I think what they need to do is they need to be pass-heavy. I think they need to take it to them where they're their strongest. And we are our strongest in the pass game. Yeah, Slowick's going to run the ball. I'm not going to play stupid with y'all. But you can't be afraid to do what you do good. You can't be. And CJ said it best. We don't play scared. And nor should they today. Don't play scared. Yeah, you got Ward out there. Yeah, you get that stout-ass defense that's going to get after your ass. And yes, they can fucking create turnovers. But you know damn well what you could do. You could protect the ball. You place the ball where it needs to be. Don't take the ball out of your best player's hand. Don't do that. Could you imagine if they took the ball out of Michael Jordan's hand in any of them finals? Huh? Imagine that.
We wouldn't be having that same conversation.
No, you don't do that. CJ Stroud, do not take the ball out of his hand. He is your best player. Best. A capital BEST. Best. Don't take it out of his hands. Let him go out there and throw the ball. Let him be accurate with the ball. Let him do what he does best. Let him show the world who CJ Stroud is. Let everyone today become Stroud boys.
Yeah, all Stroud boys. Look, we already had the the insurrection in Indy. You know what I'm saying? There was a few people who became Stroud boys then. I think today being the game, you know, where you're not competing with other visuals and other eyes. Today, the entire world, the eyes are going to be on CJ. You're going to have those who already know, and you're going to have those who are like, oh, I've heard about him, let me see. Because some people, again, only see the highlight clips. They only see stats, the stat sexuals, the weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of really watching the games for what they are. You know, well, it's an analytics, the advanced analytics. See that, you know, fuck that weirdo shit. I hate that shit. Look, I get it. That shit serves a purpose, but again, analytics only come after the fact. Analytics don't tell you shit but about what happened. It's not a precursor. But I definitely agree. You don't take the ball out of CJ's hands. But do you expect Singletary or Pierce or maybe Dari gets off today? Are you expecting the run game to be able to have success against these Browns? Or are you expecting, and on the flip side, what are you expecting the Browns to be able to do good against us offensively?
I think what the Browns are going to do good against us offensively, and if they're smart and they've paid attention to the film, go through Njoku. Go through him. Use that tight end. Get it down the field. That's going to be your biggest safety net to protect Joe Flacco and his mistakes downfield, is to use your tight end. We have been horrible against tight ends for the last few years. This year was no different. Use your tight end. Move the ball against us as much as you can. Your run game can get going. If it's not getting going, don't try to force it. That's what the Browns need to do. Like, they need to go with whatever's working against us. Don't try to play a balanced game against us. We're still young on defense. We fly to the ball. Yeah, we swarm to the ball. But we also have our mistakes. Don't treat us like we're world beaters. If you treat us like we're world beaters, we will beat your ass, okay? Let's be honest right there. As far as what our running backs can do, I think it would be the worst case scenario for the Browns to ignore Singletary. You let I can almost guarantee, without even checking the stats or knowing this off the top of my head, I think every game that Singletary has got going and made over 100 yards, we won all of them games. I don't think there was a game we lost to where when he was getting hot that we didn't win. So yeah, find out. Fuck around and find out with Singletary. He will get your ass. Go ahead, let him get 100 yards today. Let him get 100 yards. Be afraid of our pass game more than our run game.
Get the motor running.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. Okay. And I see. Yeah. I see a couple of Browns fans. Browns fans in the chat. Welcome to the sauce. You may not know where you are. It might not be safe for you. Bro, nobody has to double. Cooper only ate on some trash ass guy. He got the momentum going on a couple of trash ass backups that got in. Then again, with them being young, they fell for the play action. An old Texans favorite. That's just not happening. If you believe too, Amari's going to go, like, you realize Amari had to go all the way the fuck off for y'all, and y'all were able to exploit that. Again, it was D'Angelo Ross and the other I can never remember the other guy's name. They came in. It was injuries. Nelson got hurt a little bit again, and there was no pressure put on y'all because there was no Gennard. You didn't really have Willie. You didn't have Cashman, and somebody else was missing. That's why they was doing it. And so this is not the same Texans defense you're facing. Joe Flacco's not going to have time. Joe Flacco will get touched today, right? Joe Flacco will not be sitting in the back, in the pocket, being comfortable, trying to decide what he wants to watch on Netflix tonight. Joe Flacco's going to be on his ass tonight. And
don't he for the first time too?
Don't he? What happened?
Didn't he got to play against Willie for the first time too?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And like, again, you're talking about some young hungry bulls out there. You know what I mean? And so this is not offensively, it's not the same team. Defensively, it's not the same team. There's not a difference in what Cleveland's bringing to the game today. So the Texans know what to expect and what their strengths and weaknesses are. And I know, don't get me wrong, bro. Like, yeah, y'all know I got my own personal opinions about things. Njoku's solid. He's a great guy, right? Great player. Awesome. He is the softest looking tight end I've ever seen. I'm not with the dyed 50-50. I don't know if he's trying to be Two-Face or he's too alphabet or whatever the fuck he's trying to be. But I'm not with it, bro. I tell that nigga, you got to cut that shit off. You got to pick one color or do something like it. I got questions about Njoku, and not good questions. Not pertaining to the game of football. Probably pertaining to something that's none of my business. But you got a question. Yeah. Okay. So ultimately, I know you're gonna have to bust a move here in a minute. Let me let you drop your mark my motherfucking words. Let me let you drop your score prediction for the people.
All right, so I'm going way off the deep end on this one, so I don't care if I got to eat crow on it. Mark my motherfucking words. CJ will throw for 340 yards, 3 TDs. He will have only 6 missed passes, 22 complete, 28 passes made. He's going to go out there and rock the Browns world. Oh, and we're going to let's see. We're going to end this 28-20, Houston Texans.
Okay. I'm fucking with it. 28-20, Houston motherfucking Texans. Well, Mr. Tim, man, I know you got business to handle. I know you got more important matters. People say, what's more important than Texas? Hey, there are things that can be more important. Tim, man, has business to handle. But definitely congratulations and good luck on that game. And then hopefully, once you're done with that, we can holler at you on the postgame.
Hey, shout out to the Lady Stings. They're going out there to win this tournament.
Let's go, Lady Stings. You already know. That's
yes, sir.
Tim, I appreciate it, sir. Thank you for joining me this afternoon now. But thank you for joining Mr. Tim, man.
Gotcha.
Ready. All right, y'all. So this is what we're going to do. Right? Give me just a second. I'm gonna swap it up real quick. I'm gonna do a little bit more salt spilling. We're gonna open up the line, right? We're gonna open up the line because normally we don't do that. Normally in the pregame, we don't do that. But today is a special day. Today is a extended pre. I don't care if you're a Browns fan. Browns fans can call in. Texans fans can call in. You can spill your sauce, right? Browns fans are obviously going to be wrong. They're obviously going to be incorrect about everything they're saying, but hey, it is what it is. Everybody's allowed to have an opinion. Just some people's opinions are not correct, right? So there's that. Give me just one moment while I swap it up here. Let me do the blickety blackety. I guess I should have did this. All right. Look, I know I operate live, baby. So we do it all in real time. I think I need to do this. Oh shit! Oh flat. There we go. All right, cool. So, a couple of things. It's all weird. My angles and shit is all off. It's all strange looking. Okay, let's fix that. I'll do that. Fuck the back part. Anyway, yeah,
what the hell is Saw Sports or whatever that last call was talking about? What the hell is that?
Guys are from Free Love, man.
All right. So, but going into it, like I say, this is not going to be a game where this game is not going to fare well for the Cleveland Browns at all. Like, it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be close. It's going to be a blowout early on. The Texans are going to jump out and start smoking the Browns. Like, I'm finna get the Browns pack ready right now. I'm in preparation of Browns pack. Y'all know I'm saying I'm refraining from the papers and things, but today feels like a good day to take it back to take it back to the streets, right? Shout out to Spitz. What's the motherfucker do? We don't care about Indy's defense. We know what your defense is. Again, it doesn't matter, right? You guys haven't seen CJ. You guys had a fortunate run of games. You know, you guys were able to do what you were supposed to do. Respect to the Browns doing what they had to do with the injuries. But today, that's over with. Like, your feel-good story, all that shit is great, right? Come on, let's be honest. Like, the guys you faced, the Titans made them look, were able to. Well, it was a lot of field goals, but again, it's like it was Case. It was Case. It was Nico returning, couldn't get the ball to fucking Nico. Really, it was nothing. There was nothing. Like, I'm not knocking you again. You did what you had to do, but it's not the same thing. Joe's not going to have time to get the ball to what's his name, Amari Cooper. Not like he did. He's not going to have that time because there was no pressure on him last game. But we didn't have any pass rushers. Like I said, Grenard went out early. Your top pass rusher goes out early. You're a young killer. He's not available, right? And then, to me, your better coverage backer was not available in Cashman, right? So you guys were able to exploit a lot of things that were unavailable. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I get it, right? It makes sense. But now, like I said, when you had backup linemen going against your backup tackles on offense and your offense patched up, it's gonna kind of equate a little bit. Now you got healthy starters ready to go. Other than I think the only guy we're missing today, really, that's a contributing factor is Hughes, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think that Hughes is our only issue. It would be great. It would be great to see Petrie show up today. It would be lovely. It would be lovely. Of all days, all games that we prognosticated that Petrie would show up and be a contributing factor, that Petrie would be able to contribute to this defense being what it was, or even look remotely close to the Petrie of prior year. I hope. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what it's going to be, right? But I feel like Petrie's going to be a make or break factor in this whole situation, right? And what I don't understand mostly of this whole thing, I'm greasy, shiny and shit, sweaty. I don't understand how you Brown fans have gotten so arrogant and have never done anything, right? Again, in your existence, this is what, the third playoff appearance? How long have you guys been around? Right? You didn't even win your division. Right? You better put some respect on your name when you're talking to division champs over here. You guys went and picked up the pervert. You guys would have like the Browns. Like I tell y'all, like certain teams just have certain cultures, right? I tell you, certain teams have had certain cultures, and the Browns are not only a team but a city of a losing culture. It's Cleveland, right? This is the city of Cleveland. Nobody, you've never heard anybody, just like we talked about Indy last year, you've never heard anybody in their life say, hey, let's go to Cleveland for our family vacation. Let's go to Cleveland and admire the beautiful town of Cleveland and all it has to offer us. And all the wonderful landmarks. And what is, like, come on, like Cleveland, the only thing I'd claim out of Cleveland was like Drew Carey, Cleveland Rocks. The worst song of all time. Drew Carey and Bone Thugs, right? That's all y'all got. And I don't care what anybody says. Y'all can try to vilify me for it. Just like I said in the den years ago, Bone Thugs were the first mumble rappers. So blame all of this stuff that's going on now, especially if you are a rap fan and you hate the current state of music. You got to blame yourself a little bit because Cleveland started mumble rap. They brought out the fucking Bone Thugs, right? That's where we're at. What's up with this cocoa powder? I meant to ask Unger about that, right? Hold on, I'm gonna open up the line here in just a second. They gotta let me do it too. I gotta get my Browns packed together real quick. And I saw that yesterday. I saw that yesterday, and somebody said that they put cocoa in. Like, that's the shittiest shit I've ever. And look, and we got a nigga from St. Louis that hangs tough in the sauce. They got bad, like chili in cocoa powder, bro, you should be banned from cocoa and chili. Like, they just need to cut your fucking city off from the rest of the nation, put like a fucking quarantine, a barricade around them. If you got people in your city doing that and people are actually eating that shit, but oh, you good, Wade. I mean, this is the sauce. I don't expect y'all to behave. The sauce, y'all, look, it was just difficult for me. Like he was just so nice. He gave the Texans too much. I'm like, shit, I can't. He hit me with the B rabbit, right? He hit me with the 8 Mile. He took everything I had to use away from me, and I didn't. I had no power here. Unger, there he is. Unger, what's the motherfucking deal? Shout out to Unger. That's my dude, man. Unger made it difficult for me to be mean, man. He stole my power. He took my advantage away from me, and so we had to have a good, decent sauce stream yesterday. I couldn't get all volatile like I hoped to, but today is a different day. Today ain't your day. You better not have no brothers. Y'all don't. If y'all know where that come from, and y'all some OG internet users. If you don't know where that come from, you might be too young. But so here's the thing though, right? You know what I'm saying? No matter what happens, oh yeah, we got the Astros, and you know whatever happens with that. But we're gonna have the Texans now too. Like this is the sauce has been one thing. They always called the negative Texan fans. You called the negative Texan fans so long ago. But then everybody started saying the same shit we were saying, and the radio stole our sauce and been copying us. We don't whatever, right? Ultimately, the Texans will finally. I'm not saying it's going to be this year. We're going to beat the Browns. I'm not saying we're going to make a Super Bowl. We're going to beat the Browns today, but I'm not saying this year's the year we go to the bowl. But within the first 4 to 5 years of CJ's tenure as a Houston Texan, we'll be able to talk about that conversation with the Texans and the championships that the Rockets have had, even though it's been a little while with the Rockets, and James Harden got close, and we want to talk about that. But this young Rockets core they something serious. Sengun, and I told, like I said, even when we first drafted, when Sengun and Green both got, I told you I like the Sengun pick better than fucking Green, right? Like I like from way back when. I've always said that. Like Sengun seemed to be more like Green was explosive, and yeah, that's lovely, that's cool. But Sengun just seemed to be a more polished player. But get back to the Texans. But like I said, within 4 to 5 years of CJ's tenure as a Houston Texan, I'm looking at year 2 and 3 especially, because there's going to be a lot of people who are independent, especially on how this playoff run ends. You got a lot of guys who are looking and saying, man, if I could just be a contributing factor over there in Houston, I might go get me one. I'm not talking about, I don't want to get into free agency. I don't want to start getting into names. We'll have plenty of time to talk about that in a few weeks. But the thing about this is No, the reason like we love Cleveland. You guys always take our trash off our hands, right? The whole Brock Osweiler deal. That y'all allowed us the situation to get that pervert, right? The wormhole warrior, you know. Why do they keep extra tissue around there for that? Anyway, that's a whole other conversation. Anyway, and so then y'all took him off our hands. So he's y'all's problem. Now y'all paid him a bunch of money to do absolutely nothing. I was there, like, it's, okay. This is like, that sounds like y'all did some crash dummy shit to me. Y'all went and got him. He's done nothing. Then you go get old man Flacco off the street, and he's actually doing much better. Then y'all going to pay the man more money next year. He's going to come back and be your starting quarterback next year, and y'all are going to look terrible, right? Then you're going to have a quarterback controversy because if y'all don't retain the services of Flacco, some other desperate team will use him as a stopgap for a season, and y'all are going to be stuck with the pervert who's probably going to come back next year with more allegations, right? More allegations and terrible situations. So absolutely, hell no, they don't make the. Hell no, they don't fucking make the. They're not making the playoffs with Deshaun, right? And again, he's going to be a shell of himself. The shoulder injury, all that. Come on, bro. And the fact that, and this is what I'm saying too. This is what I'm saying as well, right? We talked about his character. We talked about his lack of. And I'm going to open up the line. Give me just a minute. I know you're honcho. You said you're going to open up the line. We got time. We got time to talk, baby. Game ain't till what? 3:30 my time. We'll drag up maybe about 15 minutes early so everybody get prepared and do what they do. But the thing about it is your team's in the playoffs. Will Watson be in the building? Will Watson be in the building here? Hey, man, you thumbsy, man. This ain't part of the game. But think about it, right? Of course, you know, y'all know light-skinned CJ is the truth. Y'all know light skins. Here's the thing about light skin CJ though, right? See, everybody comes in and oh, you call him light skin. You're racist. Like, shut the fuck up. CJ is light skinned with the soul of a dark skinned nigga. Like, y'all don't see it in the eyes, bro. Do y'all not see it? Like when somebody talk shit like you know when light skinned niggas get offended? That's what light skinned niggas do when somebody says, can't believe you said no. That nigga CJ give him this. What? Like CJ still next thing you know, when did CJ came in here with some white shoes? This nigga got black Air Force Ones on. How did that happen? Like it's it's a situation. But the thing is, he's not gonna show up, right? He's not gonna be there. Watson is not gonna show up because he doesn't have the integrity, he doesn't have the heart, he doesn't have the ball. This nigga blames the city of Houston for his own perverted ways, right? When a person gets money, they show you who they really are. And when he got money, he showed us who he was. He was a Hollywood hoe, right? And thankfully, the Browns took him off our hands. Appreciate it. We definitely appreciate that. And shout out to Hungry Call. He said yesterday he wasn't a fan of it. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have anything to do. Elliot, you're on my channel. You don't like it, you can get the fuck out. I say exactly what the fuck I want to say it here. If you don't like it, you got 1,000 other channels you can check out. Pretty sure there's some other Texas channels going live now talking about the game too, if you want to. Otherwise, sit down, shut the fuck up, and enjoy like everybody else. So that's the thing. Watson's lack of integrity, to me, if I was a player on that team, I would look at that and damn, you done traveled with us. We came back to Houston and won without it. Didn't show up. A couple of weeks ago, I know when he had the injury, he's sitting up in the stands or in the suite, you know. But Burrow had the injury. Burrow was on the sideline with his people. Any other quarterback who's supposed to be a leader of the team is on the sidelines with their team. They're on the sidelines with their people, right? They're on the sidelines with the people you're supposed to go on the war with. You're supposed to go into battle with, right? So he's not there. He's not that. So foreboding the future is telling you that he's not a leader. I mean, he's not going to be. He's there for the money. Nobody willingly goes to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Nobody willingly goes to Cleveland. It's just that's nobody. Like, you see how hard it was for to get LeBron to get somebody to fucking go to Cleveland with him, right? And he's LeBron, right? And he was over there giving his mama back shots. Terrible situation, right? But yeah, I think I'm good to go. I think I'm ready. My ashtray. Y'all want to take some calls, right? Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it was, he's going to Atlanta. If Watson would have went to Atlanta, do you really want to know the scandals that would have come out? If Watson would have had some some Eddie Murphy shit going on that he went to Atlanta. I'm telling you, the dude's sick, bro. The dude is sick. Just like we was talking about the other day, Wise was on. Like, if you have a good masseuse, you stick with him. You may have a backup masseuse because that one may be out of pocket. Bro, 26 fucking massage, you're just going on the like, bro, just like, what the fuck? If you had anything about you, you go pulling bitches with E. Like, I don't get it. Again, like I said, and if I'm a dude on the team, like, I don't want no nigga that can't pull no hoes to be leading me in the best. Nigga ain't got no bitches. This nigga out here buying his bitches. The bitch he with tricking off. He's a terrible leader. He's a terrible, terrible leader. Yeah, and that's what I feel like. I feel like that's what I was gonna reference. I'm like, shit, I don't know if it's still a thing. You probably on there. They said this motherfucker, oh, this nigga's on Instagram. Like, what are you doing? I get on Instagram to laugh. Like, I get funny jokes sent to me on Instagram and sometimes thought-provoking, inspirational content. This nigga get on Instagram to fucking hunt for hoes, bro. Like, come on. I'm glad we got that dirty bastard out of like, you never heard how dirty the towels were in the fucking Houston Texans laundry room when that motherfucker was around here? But anyway, fuck Watson. That's Cleveland's problem, not us. We're talking about Joe today, right? Sleepy Joe Flacco. Y'all in here calling him Flaccovelli and all this stuff. Look, y'all can come with all the cool nicknames you want to for Joe. Joe Flacco's not a cool guy, right? He's not Joe Cool. He's not even Joe Cool. I remember they used to try to call him that. Joe Flacco's not a cool guy. Joe Flacco been old since he's been in the league, right? And again, like Tim Man said, carried by defense. He's always been carried by a good defense. And again, good defense on the Browns. Joe Flacco, exactly. And right, and this coming from one dirty motherfucker to another. Watson's a disgusting individual. Oh, no. Shout out to Herb Gotti, man. And shout out to Herb Gotti. So blessing y'all with some love. Got gifted some memberships. I gotta figure out, like I said, because I know there's something that said I could do that shit. So I'll figure it out one day. Y'all just give me some time. I'll be doing too much worry about the other shit to get on the shit that needs to be done. So give me un segundo, por favor. I mean, that's Texican. Just yeah, it's definitely Texan. Let's take some calls, man. I want to know how y'all feeling. Like, again, in the chat right now, whether you're a Browns fan, whether you're a Texans fan, going into this game, how are you feeling? From 1 to 10. From 1 to 10, how are you feeling going into this game? And I need a lighter. All right, we're going to take some calls. I don't even remember the sauce line. We're going to take some calls. We're going to, okay. 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 Not bad. Not bad. Man, personal affairs, personal matters, right? The shit don't stop. Yeah. All y'all doing Watson bad like that. Drop that 1 to 10 in the chat, man. How you feeling about this game? Are you excited? If you're a Texans fan, are you excited? Do you feel like the Texans gonna win? If you're not a Texans fan, I don't care about your opinion. Shaw. That's what I think about your non. I don't care about fucking emergency, damn emergency services. All right. I think this is the sauce line number. Look, if y'all call and somebody else answer, I tell them I said, what's up? Wow. Oh, I got the shit all mixed up. So you can call in, spill your sauce. Look, it ain't gonna take super long calls. We'll 3 to 4 minutes. Usually, we got like the 5-minute rule on, depending on how we rocking. Maybe 3-minute rule. We'll see. You want to call in? You want to spill your sauce about the game today? How you feeling? What do you think is going to be the? We got the same. This is my favorite hat. And let me tell y'all some whole ass shit, boy. I fuck with Academy the store, right? Because I like it. They got a lot of live shit. But boy, don't answer. Don't order your shit from Academy. Because when you order shit from Academy, shit always be out of stock. And then I hate this fucking app. Like, what is up with this fucking app? They have sent me on the wrong shit. Anyway, it's too much going on. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in? If y'all knew what I was saying, y'all would understand. It's a different thing. Because it fucks up because it's like 2 apps for the same shit. But what's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening?
It's Mystic Mel.
Mystic Mel. Listen, y'all, he got the crystal ball.
Today is Josh Hardaway Jr. because I'm about to shoot. I might not make them all, but I'm about to enter the clip.
Josh Hardaway Jr. Okay. So what's on your mind, man? Look, we're in a situation. We are in a predicament. I won't call it a predicament. We're in a situation where the Texans are facing a team they played earlier this year. This time it's for all the marbles. It's in the playoffs. How are you feeling right now about the Texans going to this game, man?
Well, first off, we're not even going to count that other game because we all know we was without DJ. We lost Grenard on the second snap of the game. We was without Ward. We was without all kind of people in the secondary. We had Ross out there selling $5 T-shirts. Had a Mark Cooper dressing for less. So that shit don't count. That shit was a fluke. And Joe Flacco still threw two interceptions against our JV team, against our C team.
Yeah.
So they need to pipe down. Today we're gonna beat the motherfucking shit out the Browns, and it's only perfect, honcho, because if you think about it, the Browns, we built this foundation on top of the Browns. The Browns have been our contractors. These niggas. We fleeced them with the Deshaun Watson trade. Even before that, we fleeced them with the Brock Osweiler trade. So they've helped us get to this point. It's only right they continue to be our stepping stone. And they will be the first of 4 games to the Super Bowl championship.
So we're taking it this year. This is the year. This is the stuff. This is the, like you said, we built this house on the backs of the Browns, right? So now we're laying the foundation. We putting a little stones, little stepping stones, leading up to the porch and shit.
It's just the extras now.
No,
we already built the house. It's the extras now.
All right, I'm fucking with it. For sure, fucking with it. So what happens? What's going to be different this game versus the last game, Texans wise? What are the Texans going to be able to do this game specifically that they weren't able to do last game?
Well, I think that for one, the way we started that game against the Colts with that touchdown pass, this team gonna be on their heels from the beginning of the game. And if they're not, we're gonna put them on their heels.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna open up the running game.
I feel like
if you really look at that game, Singletary really didn't have a bad game. I think he had like 60 yards on 9 attempts. So if Bobby Slovic gets his head out his ass and runs the ball, Singletary will have a 100-yard rushing game. And to Tenny's point, when he does that, we win. So that'll be one big difference. The other big difference, Flacco will turn the ball over again. He will throw 2 to 3 interceptions. But the difference is we're going to turn those into points this game. That first game, we couldn't even get in field goal range to even give Kaimi the opportunity to kick the ball. So this time we're going to be in the red zone. We're going to score points. And the other big difference, we got Cashman back, baby.
Yes, and that's what people are discounting. That's the thing that nobody's talking about is the contributions of Cashman and how he makes this defense play better. So I definitely think that a lot of people are overlooking that. And again, I know a lot of y'all calling me. I got to buy apologies. I'm hanging up some folks because y'all got the wrong little app making noises, so that little shit be frustrating. But yeah, I think that's a huge impact, and I think Cashman's going to have a game-changing play today. Right? Cashman's going to, Grenard's good, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we didn't have Grenard. You got Cashman, you got Willie. Like, you got 3 integral pieces on this defense that were not available, you know what I'm saying, prior to. So it's a very interesting situation. But the theme is that they got Flacco off his couch and he balling, right? Yeah.
We're about to put him right back on the fucking couch.
You feel me? That's what I'm talking about. Get his ass on the couch.
Cashman about to have a pick 6. First 48.
First
Give
48.
your heartbeat. He about to have a forced fumble for a touchdown recovery, for a touchdown return. And Stingley about to have a pick six.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Look, I would like to see Stingley get a pick six. Just the sixth pick being a pick six would be ideal. Right? I think I'm fucking with that. And again,
He gonna have 2 picks in this game. The first one will be a pick six. Mark my motherfucking word.
Okay, hold on. Let me okay. Hold on, let me
Singletary will rush for 103 yards. Mark my motherfucking word.
You said 103?
And 103 yards.
All right.
And last but not least, Amari Boo-Boo Cooper.
Oh no.
Will be held to 2 catches for 17 yards.
2 catches, but I've been holding on to that one all week. I've been holding on to that one all week.
My motherfucking word, the crystal ball has shown me all.
2 catches for 17. Well, that's a BET. All right, Mr. J. Mel. I appreciate you calling and spilling some salt. We'll take a couple more calls, but I got it in the log. We got it on the mark, my motherfucking words. 2 catches for 17 yards. And I'm trying to tell y'all, they may have been protecting all year. Y'all better follow. Yes, sir.
My score predictions.
Yeah.
My score predictions, 38-17.
Okay. 38-17. That's a BET. 38-17 Texans. Shout out to Mr. J. Mill. I appreciate you calling in, spilling your sauce, getting the line started. Yes, sir. All right. So I know everybody called it in, and I got to tweak something. Y'all let me tweak this line because it's the wrong line calling in, and I'm pissed off about that. So let's fix that. All right. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening? No, this afternoon.
Mention boy wrong.
Roman Reigns himself, El Presidente. What's the motherfucking deal?
What's good? What's good? Before we start off, Honcho, I gotta say, fuck Watson. Fuck Deshaun. And I ain't gonna make this long, but for one key reason, this nigga never said goodbye. So you know how every star that leaves their big place, you know, they give the goodbye, thank you shit, you know, on social media, you know all that, right?
Yeah.
Deshaun didn't leave a nigga shit.
No.
And I'm thinking, think about it, Honcho. We defended him.
Yeah.
It was the Houston fans. I was like, oh, they lying on my nigga. He didn't do that. After all these it was multiple just coming. And I was one of the biggest contributors at the time. Was like, man, they just getting them in. You know, I was like, man, they it's for the money, right? And you know, we defend your dumb ass and you leave us with shit. Yeah. Man, fuck that nigga. So that Brown win today, it's on one because your weird freaky ass, you could have went to go do it with them Chinese people in the hood. They do some freaky shit like that. You want to get Honcho, they do. I'm telling you, you want to get some social media. You want to get some social media people who do massages.
Yeah.
People, you texting people. You want to get people with blue checks on Instagram. You think you
want
really
my massage to be verified, Robin? Look, I don't want no unknown Asian massage. My massage better be verified, baby. You know what I'm saying? You better have a blue check. You know what I'm saying? You rub my neck. See, what you mean?
If he wanted that shit, if you wanted the feeling, you can go find one of them fine little Asians. You want to get somebody, you know, that has a check mark that's known by people. You think they ain't gonna report your freaky ass? We live in a different time, so he could have done that 10, 15 years ago. Not today. The fuck is wrong with you? So fuck time for that. But let's get back into the game. I think we win this one, Honcho. I'm be honest with you. I think today, I think Deshaun going off for 4. He going off 4 touchdowns. I think he throwing about 350 yards. I see Grenard getting off about two sacks in his return. I think Will getting off about 2. And I think generally this is a game that's going to be competitive enough. I'm not going to play the Browns, but I think we're going to win. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to go by 31-23. I think it's going to be a close one. I'm going to give the Browns that credit, but I think we're going to pull it out. I mean, after they tried to disrespect my boy in the Pat McAfee show, and when he said, oh, we ain't got a chance, he said, all right, It's up. It's up. As soon as he said that, it's up. He ready. So I'm confident. Usually I'll be nervous. Not today, Honcho. Not today.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm curious. I'm like, how are y'all feeling? Are y'all, no nerves? You feel like the Texans gonna come in and be dominant? You feel like it's gonna be close early on? Do you feel like they got to struggle a little bit? Kind of find out, how do you feel like the Texans open this game up?
Now I think I think they're gonna be confident from the back. Now I'll say this: I think the Browns gonna be too. I don't think the Browns gonna come in there and just lay down, but I think we're going to assert our dominance quickly. I think the Texans are going to come in there not as a rookie team. They're going to come in there as a playoff team. Because right now, think about it like this, Honcho. It's 0-0. The regular season over. At this point, anybody can win the Super Bowl. Any team can beat any team right now. You telling me the Bucs can't beat the Eagles right now? Come on. You telling me Pittsburgh can't possibly beat Buffalo? Hey, anything can happen because you're in the playoffs now. So I think we're going to come out here and we're going to be dominant. I think our fate lies in Baltimore. You ask me, that's what's going to be the real challenge. But the Browns, I know Joe Flacco 5-0. I'm going to respect the old man, but that shit ends today. So I'm ready. So I think we're going to come in here and dominate.
Yeah. I agree, too. I think that it's a Texas game to lose at this point. And I know I get it. Like, I understand where the Browns fans are coming from. I get it. Like, we won, we beat y'all. Y'all beat the other guys, right? And I know y'all say, well, we got other guys too. Yeah, but we're talking about game time decisions, right? In a situation where, yeah, you may have lost guys earlier, but they've got the cohesive. We're talking about guys losing them recently, and then you having to kind of recalibrate that chemistry, to get it going. So it is. It's a different ball game. And again, what's that? The light skinned leader is back. Yeah.
And Honcho, I see what the Marquis said. Yeah, I said what I said. He could have went to one of them Chinese spots and been all right. He wanted to go to the social media massages and shit. It should make no sense. So, yeah.
The Marquis be getting social media massages, so he probably over there defending Watson and shit. The Marquis, you gotta watch that nigga.
But, yeah, man, like I say, Honcho, it's up today. And shit, we ready. So, man, I'm gonna holler at you in the post game when you do a post game, man, and shit, let's go, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Roman, man. I appreciate you spilling your sauce and calling in on the line today, man.
Man. Anytime, man.
Yes, sir. All right. Shout out to Roman, man. So yeah, it's much better now. Yeah, see, there we go. Because it's like the little service I've been using, it's got like 2 apps, and I don't know why both of the fucking apps load, and then one of them be loading, the other one be beeping, and that shit annoys the fuck out of me. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the sauce line for this pregame playoff show of the Browns versus the Texans, man?
Man, you already know who this is, man. It's TD, bro.
Man, TD, what's the motherfucking deal? What's on your mind today? How you rocking? What you feeling? What's going down today with the Texans, man?
Man, we finna throw a party on them hoes, nigga. All the Cleveland bitches invited, nigga. Bitches, you period on, stay home, bitch, because we ain't running no stop sign. Straight up, nigga. Man, nigga. CJ finna go ballistic on them hoes, my nigga. No, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, like the old boy was saying, because I've been feeling that way. I do feel like it's gonna be a good one. Not necessarily close, but it's gonna be a good one. You know what I'm saying? Might be a shootout in that bitch, but all together, my nigga, I think it's gonna be a collective effort. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna do their thing, my nigga, and hey, shit, we gonna be victorious, my nigga. Stay up, it's up. I ain't think I'm gonna start drinking exactly at 3:10.
3:10. All right, that's
yeah, you goddamn right.
I'm gonna wait. Look, I'm gonna have to figure it out because I don't want to be too loaded for the post game and then be stumbling and fumbling and y'all be like, this nigga honcho drunk. He ain't making no sense. This nigga celebrating too hard. So here's my thing. Here's my thing though, right? And I know you mentioned it. You mentioned the shootout. So aside from Amari, and Amari's not finna go off like that again. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's statistically impossible. Who's gonna be the guy? Who's gonna be the one? Is it Njoku? Is it Moore? Like, who's gonna be the guy that you feel like is gonna be able to also contribute to the Browns? Because I feel like the Texans have a game plan for him. One, the Texans game plan for Amari is just Nelson, don't be hurt and don't play hurt. You know, because again, Melson wasn't 100% that game, and you had the cheap T-shirts on the nigga, and he just ripped them cheap T-shirts off of him like it wasn't nothing. And with Ross and old buddy, so you think if it does become a situation that gets a shootout, who's gonna be their other go-to? Who's gonna be the additional weaponry that they have? Because I don't see Cooper going off like that again.
You talking about for the Browns? Who gonna do the?
Yeah. Who gonna if he did?
Nah, bro, I don't because from that game, bro, all they had was Amari Cooper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like he just so happened to have a great motherfucking game, so I ain't gonna take it away from him. Yeah. But I mean, bro, from that game, if you want me to be honest with you, because niggas saying like they got the #1 defense, this and that, yada yada. I wasn't impressed, my nigga. And, like, we was still in the, like, we still had a chance to win that game last time we played, bro. So with CJ coming back, he is finna punish these niggas, bro. If that's the best defense they got in the NFL, CJ finna punish them niggas. Mark my motherfucking words on that, bro. I'm standing on that because I was not impressed. Now, they probably adjusted some shit, you know what I'm saying, along the way before we got to this point. But, dog, man, CJ just on another level, bro. Like, you don't get too many rookie quarterbacks reading the defense, how this nigga read that shit, bro. Like, I forgot what we ranked. I think we were, like, #1 or 2 against the zone and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's something like this. But now he finna carve these bitches up, my nigga. He finna carve these bitches up. That's just how I feel it's gonna go. It's gonna be a collective effort, like I said. And nigga, we finna ball out. We finna throw a barbecue on these bitches, nigga.
Okay. And that's what I'm expecting. Again, like I say, it's a situation where, man, I feel like there's more unknowns for the Browns coming into this game than it is for the Texans. The Texans have seen this team already. We know exactly who we face, right? And we face them with lesser talent in a worse situation. Now we are in a situation where we are, I won't say 100%, we're pretty much full strength as we're going to get. You know, of course, we all would love to have a Tank Dell in a situation like this, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. But we're about as healthy as we're going to get. And again, you talking about
what I told you, though, Hunter Stove.
What's that?
What I told you, dog. Like, all that shit don't matter. Of course, we want some niggas to play. Bro, but hey, bro, it's not, we ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that shit right now. We ain't got time for it, bro. Like, we got to go with who's available right now and see what happens. I know it's going to happen. I hope for it. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, bro, we ain't got time for all that. Because ain't nobody crying for us, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody crying for us, my nigga. Like, they don't give a fuck about who hurt.
Okay, so here's my thing, though. So you are a big proponent of Big Nico, right?
You goddamn right.
Yeah. So what's Big Nico gonna do today, man? You know, I mean, you say he's the #1. You say he got potential. Not saying he going for everybody who might have misconstrued the potential to be a Hall of Famer. What Big Nico gonna do to stamp that Hall of Fame card today, then?
Man, I think he's gonna have at least 100. Nigga, I was gonna get to him next. Yeah. Man, I think he's gonna have at least 100 yards. Nigga, who about like 7 catches or some shit like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, like, man, like I say, bro, it's going to be a collective effort, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope he get that 100. You know what I'm saying? I hope Nico get a motherfucking 100. I mean, not Nico. Noah Brown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hope that bitch step up. Because I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? I don't fly the Noah Brown flag like everybody else. But we need the bitch for this game. You feel what I'm saying? I hope Dr. Schultz get out. You feel what I'm saying? Man, bro. I'm telling you, dog, niggas is fired up, bro. I feel like the Texans feeling how we feeling, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say the same for the Browns, but we fired up on this side, my nigga.
Browns said they ready. They said that the CJ ain't as good as they claim, and that they gonna put the pressure on him. I seen somebody talking about Myles Garrett, and Myles Garrett don't do shit against the Texans. He ain't getting off on Tunsil. You know what I'm saying?
Hell nah, I don't think so.
So that's my deal. So I mean, it's like I get it. Myles Garrett, again, I'll give him his props. He's a very talented individual. But you know what? He can't do nothing with Tunsil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shit.
Nigga, stop. Let me flip it. Nigga, how you feel it, bro? Like, is you on 10 today?
I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, I just woke up and I was just like, it's a lovely day to be alive. I just, I got up, I thanked my maker. I put some shoes on. I went outside. I got a little soak of sunshine, and to the store. Got me something to drink. I was a little parched. It was a little cooler than I liked outside. And then, I just thought about it. Say, hey, the Texans play today. I almost forgot. You motherfucking right, I'm on 10. What do you mean, bro? Like, what are you talking about? I didn't even sleep good last night. I'm having dreams about fucking, imagine this. Hear me out, y'all. Imagine if fucking, what seal today? Because I shout out to the dude on Twitter. He tagged Arian and something. I don't remember his name. If y'all know his name or y'all know his handle, shout out to the dude. He tagged Arian in something on Twitter. And Arian said, I'm not tripping. I fuck with DeMeco. That's my brother. I'm not tripping on the organization. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's how it's been a change in this Houston Texans organization. Arian said he down to come, he down to come around. Then everybody saying Arian say he hate the game and this, that, and the third. Arian say he down to come around. I had a dream that all the little colored boys and all of them, I ain't got that kind of dream. I had a dream that imagine if Andre, Cush, Watt, and Foster, right? Came to just came out that tunnel to start just to lead the team out for this playoff game. And that shit just, man, if you would just take that team, those initiators, the originators, let them lead that, and come out with Miko. Come bring Miko out too. Right? Bring DeMeco. DeMeco come out. Dog, do you understand how electrified? Do you the most electrifying stadium in professional sports? Some shit like that. I'm trying to tell, like, I'm telling you, like, I'm a relatively calm person. Like, I like to get excited on the stream. I like to get fired up, all that. 9 times out of 10, when shit be going on, I'm a relatively calm person, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I say I fuck with CJ, because he don't get too high, don't get too low. Like, it is what it is. But that shit, literally, that shit right there gives me chills just imagining some shit like that and how live it would be. Like, just to signify that the old Texans, I'm not saying even the old Texans, because the 10 toes Texans, those who have been down since day one. And I'm not knocking some folks too young, some folks, hey, I don't blame you. You're not even from Houston. I ain't fucking niggas. I ain't blaming. I ain't even knocking you when you came to be a Texans fan, unless you're a particular nigga to my whole family Steelers fans. I'm gonna be a Texans fan. Anyway, I ain't gonna bring up old smoke.
I ain't no room for those kind of niggas.
But like, man, look, like just the joining of those two energies. It's like what is it when Vegeta and Goku, they both be sending their little Kamehamehas and that little power that just formulate in the middle, and before that shit just that's that energy. That old school versus new school. This ain't your Uncle Texans, but this is the Texans that they always should have been. When the Texans were the latest induction into the NFL, they should have embraced this culture from the start. But like, again, you got guys who, again, because I think McNair's from South Carolina or whatever, fine, dandy, whatever. Old Bob wasn't going to be that nigga. Old Bob had to kind of, again, everything had to happen that happened. And I'm not saying Bob had to clock out. I'm wishing his death. So somebody go, did you see what Honcho said in the subs? He said he was glad Bob went there. I ain't saying that shit. I'm just saying the things that happened had to happen for us to get to this point, and not only to get to this point, but to get to this point and appreciate it. Whether it been the terrible coaching cycle, the fucked up lies in the news and the misleading information in the news. Niggas like Stephen A. Smith. If I was black, I wouldn't have shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit they used to do. Like, I hate that narrative. You talk about it. You had several black coaches come through here. I wouldn't go there because they'd be like, well, you think that nigga
we had a black GM, nigga?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, again, it's the craziest shit that niggas outside of Houston be saying, bro. And that's why I say, like, I don't listen to nobody outside of fucking Houston. I don't like the niggas who then came to the city and then now all of a sudden like, if you ain't never been here, if you ain't never lived here, if you ain't never fucking been a part of none of this, like, and I'm not knocking y'all. Some of y'all are fans from afar, and I'm not knocking y'all specifically, right? Because y'all be like, well, Honcho, I ain't never been in Houston. I like to take. I'm not talking about the fans, fan base, and the fan base, and then the people who try to elect themselves as speakers of the people. right? When they're really not. They just some corporate motherfuckers that got flown in because they wasn't good in their market, so they fucking figured we can try to get them on in Houston somewhere. Like, bro, like get like if you're not here, you don't understand the code. You don't understand the city. Like that's why I say when motherfuckers always try to play this shit is look. It's always been the most diverse. Like what he said, one of the most inclusive. We've been the most diverse city for several years, bro. Like remember we used to talk about back in the past when we was talking about. Remember back in the day, niggas been talking about yellow bones and all that shit since the night because niggas was just intermingling. You know what I'm saying? Like all this shit, like niggas, motherfucker, everybody in the city been fucking around. You done seen Blaxicans and other interracial, like people fuck with people. That's why niggas like Mexican OT and all that. You got motherfuckers from Cali. I don't fuck with them. That ain't Chicano rap. Well, shit, that nigga might not be a Chicano. You nigga like we a nigga. That's how we look at it. Like. You know, it's just different over here, right? It's a lot of stuff that ain't necessarily sports related, it's cultural related. And that's why I say when them motherfuckers is not from here and they speaking on it, I can't stand the shit because they don't know what the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm saying? And that shit gets me out. But
that's why you listen to that shit, my nigga. Like, that's why I ignore that type of shit. Cause niggas like Stephen A. Like, he's from New York, nigga. Bitch, we don't go east for shit. She already been said it, nigga. We don't go east. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, my nigga, bruh, like if you ain't been down with this team, I'm not even gonna say from the very beginning, but I should at least match Stroud, bro. If you ain't been down since then, my nigga, you niggas don't understand this feeling right here, bro. And it's not even about the playoffs, because we done been in the playoffs plenty of motherfucking times. It's just that looking at it from where the fuck we was these past 3 years. And beyond that, bro, like we finally got winning coaching, my nigga. Yeah. You know, regardless of what happened, bro, we finally got a winning coach out here, bro. And that's what the fuck we been waiting on since day one, my nigga.
I got you. But here's the deal with TD, man. I mean, good show, but drop me a mark my motherfucking words and drop me a score prediction. We definitely been spending a little extended sauce. I know it's been me spending maybe a little more sauce than anything, but you know, shit, get me fired up. You know, shit, can't help it. But what's your mark my motherfucking words and what's your score prediction on this one, man?
Man, mark my motherfucking words. CJ's finna have at least 300. You know what I'm saying? I give him about 2-3 touchdowns. I think Nico Brown's finna go off. You know what I'm saying? And shit, and I think Dalton Schultz finna have a good game as well. Yeah. And with my score prediction. And I also think the defense gonna step the fuck up too. Let me not lead it up. 24-17.
24-17. Okay. 24-17.
Yeah, 24-17. That's how I'm feeling right.
All right, bet that. Well, that's a bet, Mr.
But that is up. I appreciate you, my nigga. I'm gonna fuck with you after today. Hey,
you already know, baby.
Hey, sir, baby.
You already know it go down, baby. Shout out to my nigga TD, man. You feel me?
Already.
Yeah. Straight up. Shout out to Wink, man. Definitely salute to Wink. And that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, that's why people talk on the city. When they talk down, they don't know what the fuck they be. If you ain't from it, but then you see how all these out of town motherfuckers that came out here to Houston specifically, and now it's Houston lit. I didn't know it was this. I didn't know it was. And we've been on niggas been stealing sauce from the city for a long time. The sauce literally. The niggas in Atlanta, we got the sauce, we got the drip, where y'all got that from? The drink, all that shit. Like, and I'm not promoting the drug culture too much, but it's just like shit. Where do you think these shits get influenced from? Niggas screwing and chopping their shit up. You know what I'm saying? They adding that look. Like, come on, dog. This is a city that has been its own culture. But the thing about this city is like Bun said in an interview a long time ago. It's changing. A lot of this young shit is fucking up because these young niggas, they kind of doing they getting away from what it was, the integrity that Houston had. They trying to be a LA, they trying to be a Atlanta, they trying to be a New York. That's not what we own. We're not on no Hollywood shit. We're not on no dick riding Hollywood shit. Like, you see how the fashion is switched up. Like, niggas out here always just move differently. But it's a different mentality. But that's why I say you bring the old with the new, because we've always appreciated our elders in the city, those who've laid the foundation, the OGs. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the sauce line this afternoon?
Nigga, what's good, honcho? It's Wink.
Wink, what's the motherfucking deal? Are you excited about
what
this
up,
game
man?
today, man? Are you a little excited about this game today? How you feel about this game?
Nigga, I'm more than excited. Nigga, the win was guaranteed, nigga, when Pat McAfee and the nigga with the mullet was like, yeah, Nigga, everybody said, nigga, y'all gonna lose. And Steve, he made sure he put Stephen A name in the mix and made sure he mentioned that nigga. Oh, we gonna lose? Oh, we ain't got a chance? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was
all I need.
That was the signature
right
there.
Everything I need to know. Same shit that happened, nigga, when T.J. Watt, when they mentioned T.J. Watt, when they was like, yeah, nigga, we respect him, he a good player. And why is niggas acting like, nigga, Myles Garrett? Nigga, we didn't have George Fant last game. We didn't have Will Anderson. We didn't have Cashman. You know what I'm saying? We had Houston or whatever that nigga was guarding this nigga, what's it called, damn near the whole game. Like, yeah, Nelson and Stingley had some rips against that nigga Amari Cooper. Nigga, they wouldn't even guard that nigga like that the whole game. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they was on, but it's all good, bro.
So, looking at this game, because again, I think the consensus is this ain't the same two teams. Well, the Texans aren't the same team that played last matchup. But I feel like you pretty much know who the Browns are. What do you feel like the Texans need to do offensively to change the tone of this game?
Bro, all they got to do, bro, play man coverage when they need to, play zone because Flacco has not played well against zone. You know what I'm saying? Be ferocious up front. Send the extra guy to blitz off the edge when you need to. You know what I'm saying? Stuff the run the same way as y'all did. Them niggas ran for 30 times, nigga, for 55 yards the last game. Like, we already going to shut their run game down because they ain't got Bradley Chubb. So, it's a lot of things that they're going to be able to go. Make sure when they try to switch Myles Garrett around, all they need to do is just if he go to George Fant's side because they think he's going to be the weak link in this game, yeah, go ahead and keep thinking he's going to be the weak link. And when that nigga get over there, slide the protection to the right side. So that's all good because if he go one-on-one with Tunsil, nigga, then nigga going to go, his third consecutive game playing against the Browns with no sacks. So he can keep thinking that, nigga, because nigga Tunsil been handling that nigga. He been handling niggas like Michael Parsons, T.J. Watt, all them niggas. All them niggas they think they're going to come to H-Town, nigga, and do shit like that. It don't never work out for them the way that they say it. Because, like, nigga, don't these niggas got a whole bunch of injuries in their secondary right now? Like, because everybody like, oh, how he going to get it done, nigga, without Tank there? Nigga, the same way we've been finding a way to get it done. What you mean, nigga? Like Tank, nigga, like, somehow we only successful because Tank was on the field. Nigga, that don't even sound. How fucking ignorant does that sound? Yeah. That shit sound hella ignorant. That's how I know niggas just be, bro. Niggas just be going with shit because it's cool, bro. Like, that's really what it boiled down to. Like, niggas just love to just be in the mix when shit is up. You know what I'm saying? But niggas had a whole bunch to say, nigga, when he was going to the worst situation in the league before Bryce Young, nigga, became an ultimate bust, my nigga. Yeah, so they ain't got no choice but to sit back and watch what CJ doing because, nigga, everything that he's doing, nigga, showing, nigga, the next current generation of people, the kids is growing up, nigga, is going to learn how to be playing football, nigga. Everybody finna be having film, and they going to watch CJ Stroud film, nigga. Everybody, nigga, I done seen like 2-3 niggas who you former football players, nigga, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Dan Orlovsky, nigga, show your kids how to play like CJ Stroud. He's the guy. Yeah. And this was before he even had 10 games under his belt.
Oh yeah, I mean it was noticeable, and we in a microwave society, so he had 2 weeks he wasn't in the headlines, he wasn't in the things, other things were going on, so people kind of forgot about CJ, light skinned CJ. But so me and Tenny were talking earlier, and we kind of said something. Well, Tenny brought up the point actually. He's like, when you look at CJ, even though this is his rookie year, you feel like this is your Brady, this is your Montana, this is your Young, this is your old buddy from the Dolphins. I can't remember his name right now because you mentioned him too. But
Dan Marino. Dan Marino. John Elway.
Yeah, he feels like you feel like this is your guy. Do you get that vibe from CJ? And if you in the chat, y'all know how the sauce. If you in the chat, y'all know how the sauce go. Y'all supposed to be answering the same questions I'm asking because this is a interactive. Not as interactive as it's about to be, but this is a fan participation. This is a chat participation channel. Your answers matter as well. But do you feel like you get that from CJ?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Like it's not even close, bro. Like what are we really talking about? Like the nigga done showed us everything in the same way Joe Flacco came in as a rookie, nigga, and didn't, and nigga was winning playoff games. what the fuck makes you think that this nigga ain't finna come in and win playoff games? I don't give a fuck what Joe Flacco did as a Raven, because all you talking about is what he did as a Raven anyway. That shit don't matter right now, because he a motherfucking Brown now. Shit different now. I understand he on a good-ass team. We will give him that. But to sit here and say that it's the same situation that he got Hall of Fame defensive players on the sideline, he ain't got no Ed Reed, T. Sizzle, and Ray Lewis. I think that's wrong. Yeah, so, it don't make no sense to me, but, it is what it is. We're going to slide these bitch-ass niggas up under the door today, and, nigga, it's going to be a whole bunch of brown stains all over the field, because, nigga, it's going to be blood smears on their uniform and everything. And, nigga, I'm out, because nigga, baby got to make a call, so y'all get ready to handle up.
Already. Shout out to Wink, man. Appreciate
I'm
you
gonna be listening. I'm still listening. I'm going to be responding, but, yeah, go ahead. I'll be responding in chat.
All right, that's a BT. Appreciate you calling in, Wink. Shout out to Wink, man.
All right.
All right. But yeah, like I say, it is. Let me see where we at. It's about 30 minutes out. You don't feel that pressure building up. We about 30 minutes out. I mean, hey. I know you're feeling. Look. One, I know a couple of y'all say y'all already pre-gaming. If you already pre-gaming, what you drinking on? Drop that in the chat. But it's a situation, boy. Like it's a situation where. And you got to agree with Tim. You got to look at it. I know somebody mentioned, we said the same thing about Deshaun. The things we said about Deshaun were not quite the same, right? Because I think the things that we said about Deshaun were about, how electrifying and how creative and how athletic, right? And it wasn't saying that he couldn't throw the ball. And it wasn't saying that he wasn't a solid passer when he was here. It wasn't saying that he couldn't improve on the mistakes that he made, but was able to, correct those things, those flaws quickly. But it's a complete difference in the game when you're watching Deshaun and CJ, right? What's the motherfucking deal we got called into the sauce line this morning?
Come on, man. This Wade.
Wade,
what's up, honcho?
Man, what's the motherfucking deal, Wade? Talk to me, baby. How you feeling about this Texans game today, man?
Man, I'm feeling 100%. I got to tell you, I've been listening to you since, back when we had B.O.B. Yeah. And when he traded Hop, I took off. I couldn't even watch football.
I understand.
I couldn't even watch it anymore.
I understand.
Couldn't even do it.
It was tough. Those were hard times as a Texans fan.
I mean, I'm telling you, if you're Houston, that's all we're doing is we're watching Houston. And I couldn't watch nothing else. And B.O.B. just tore us all apart. But today, I'm feeling good. Today is a revenge game. We were injured. We were hurt. We got beat up. And these cats, I'm not going to say they're embarrassed, but they did get embarrassed. And they're in there for revenge. It's going to be Stingley. It's going to be Anderson. It's going to be Stroud going, oh, you didn't know. It's already happened. He's going to show them. It's going down.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited, and just for the same reason you point out, because you got a lot of guys who were here that took the beating. They're going to want their lick back, and you got a lot of guys who were here who had to sit on the sidelines and watch that and wish they could have contributed and knowing how they kind of impact this. I think it's a different level of passion. It's a significant improvement of talent, and I think you're just in a situation where the Texans they want it more. They have to want it more. So I mean, I'm with you on that one. I'm very I'm curious.
You nailed it with you nailed it with passion, because I mean these cats. I mean, as young as they are, these cats got passion, and it's all infectious. It comes from Stroud, and that dude is infectious, and all of them right now. I mean, all that shit talking the Browns have been doing. They've been disrespectful. Joe Flacco, man, I've been watching Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, to me, in my opinion, has never been shit. He had Ray Lewis, he had Ed Reed, he had Scruggs, he had all these dudes on the Ravens that could cover up his mistakes. That's how it's always been. It's just like fucking, what was the guy's name? I heard Case. Case is a cowboy. That's what Flacco is. He's going to throw a ball. We're going to intercept it. I mean, it's the same scenario. We got a cowboy versus a marksman, and I'll take a marksman any time of the day over a cowboy. Yeah, it's just a different level of game.
I'm fucking with that. Absolutely. I love how you put that. Yeah, I'll take the mark. Marshall's gonna get in and get the job done efficiently, effectively. You might not even know you've been there. So yeah, I'm definitely with that. Yes, sir. Okay. So wait, man, you gotta give me a mark my motherfucking words, and I need to hear a score prediction from you, Mr. Wade.
I mark my motherfucking words. The rookie, I've been drinking a little bit. I already can't remember his name. 51.
Will Anderson.
Will Anderson, yeah. He's coming in with sacks, at least 2. He's going to pressure Flacco so much. Score is going to end up being 30-17. That's how it's going down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm expecting a big game from Will. I mean, the fact that you got Will and Grenard both good to go, like I said, he was comfortable last game. He won't be comfortable this game. And with him being comfortable and still turning the ball over last game, I'm excited to see what's going to happen this game with him under pressure. I feel like Flacco's coming off 3 of them things today. 3 turnovers, maybe 2 interceptions and a fumble, but I feel like Flacco's coming with 3 turnovers today. At least.
And I think Anderson, all that talk with Watt coming back, and we know Watt's not coming back, but I guarantee you Watt has been coaching Anderson, and you could tell each game his progression has been getting better and better and better. And I think this game right here, just like Watt against the Bengals, he's going to turn it on. He's going to show the league who he is. And the same thing with Stroud, too. Stroud, I mean, we already know who he is, but maybe the rest of the country doesn't. But it's going to be a good one. I'm excited.
I think with these boys knowing the eyes are all on them, that the country is watching. Yeah, this is going to be a great one. I think Stroud's going to put on a performance.
That's it, man. Hey, and I can't find that fucking tequila you recommended anywhere.
Oh, man, that's what people been telling me, man. That I usually catch it at
Tres Cristianos, whatever.
Yeah, it's like Tres. I'm fucking up my Spanish. Tres Generaciones. It's like 3 generations.
You ain't gotta pretend with me. Just say how you say it.
Yeah, three generations. It's like 3 generations in Spanish, but it's Tres. It's got 3 little lines. It's got 3 little. It's like three little bars. You know what I'm saying on that bitch, and it's just. I got a cup around.
I picked up a Casamigos silver label. I gotta tell you, it's not bad. I know you don't like Casamigos, but that silver label, pretty good.
It's not even that Casamigos is bad. It's just, I guess, all the hype around it to me, and I was just,
I feel that. I feel that.
And that's kind of what it was. But that Tres is that shit is the shit. I might have to stop telling people about. That's probably why you can't find none. People people be stealing sauce. Shit, they probably told everybody at the radio station about, I'm just stealing Tres. Let's go check it. They probably having it at Christmas parties and shit. Who knows? They be stealing sauce like a motherfucker. Well, it's all right. They will.
Hey man, when I find it, I'll let you know, man.
Yes, sir. Definitely let me know.
I just wanted to call in.
Yes, sir.
We got it.
Already, Wade, man. Thank you for calling in and spilling your sauce with me today, sir. Glad to hear from you, sir.
Yeah, same back at you. Well, at you.
Shout out to Mr. Wade, man. What's the motherfucking deal, man? We got called into the sauce line for the pregame playoff show.
What's good, honcho? What's good, Sauce Nation?
What's motherfucking
It's your boy Tony Baker. Yes. I just thought I'd call into the line and say, in Stroud I trust. Yes. That brother there can sling. He can sling that pigskin. Yes.
Mr. TB, Tony Baker bad. The young man's talented. The young man's good. But what do you see the young man being able to do executing on the field today?
Well, if I'm being honest there, Mr. Honcho, I can see the young man, known as C.J. Stroud. I can see him going out there and just making a good old muddy scene with them Browns, making it all dirty. Yeah. It's going to get nasty real quick. I'm talking about blowout of epic proportions.
I mean, so ultimately, what is it going to take? Because, these two teams have seen each other before. Do you feel like the Texans are better prepared in this matchup against the Browns, or should the Texans be worried?
Nah, Texans ain't got nothing to worry about. As we know, Joe Flacco, he's known to throw a couple interceptions here and there. he throws it up for grabs. He's thinking that, oh, friggin', Amari Cooper's down there somewhere. It's going to be going the other way. Texas. Stingley, pick 6. Yeah.
So you mentioned something. You mentioned a name, a very interesting name, Amari Cooper. Amari had a hell of a game on the Texans last go around. What happens this time?
Well, first things first, I just wish you could see the stank face when you mentioned that name. The utter disgust that just came upon my face. Pause. It's utterly disastrous. Now, in regards to Amari Cooper and his performance, he gonna take a good old trip to Stingley Island.
Is it Stingley? Are there flight logs to Stingley Island?
Nah, anything goes in Stingley's Island. It's his island.
Okay, so he's going to Stingley Island. He's gonna be stuck on Stingley Island. No flight logs. And he's not gonna be able to execute. So if he can't execute like he did last time, which put the Browns in a significant position to win, who's gonna be that guy for the Browns? Who's gonna be the guy for the Browns that can step up and keep that offense sustained?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Not a goddamn. It's gonna be a dominant win by the Texans.
Well,
Harris County gonna make a huge statement.
Harris County? The real Harris County, Mr. First 48 himself?
Yeah. But hey, Honcho, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hand the phone over to my boy Swisher, man.
All right, let me holler at my nigga Swisher, man. Let me. I appreciate you, Mr. TV. Let me holler at my nigga Swisher, man, real quick.
I appreciate that, Tony. Appreciate that, man. What's good? Honcho? What's good?
Swisher, man, the motherfucking Swisher himself. All right. I know you got your Browns pack ready. I already know, So I know you got the Browns pack ready. But before we get to it, what's your prediction? What's your mark my motherfucking words? What's the deal with that? How do you feel about this game?
Man, it's gonna be a dominant win. Shit, I can't get crunk like how I want to because my kids in the room sleep. But like I said, man, it's about to be a dominant win. We about to go in here. We about to send these Browns home with a brown paper bag over their faces. They gonna be mad. They over here talking about dog pound this, dog pound that. Nigga, about to put a leash and a muzzle on these motherfuckers. Fuck you they talking about?
Yeah.
About to go get these motherfuckers spaded and neutered.
Oh no. Yeah, somebody better get a doggy bag and a pooper scooper. It's gonna be brown all over the field. But man, looking at this situation, so what are you thinking? How are you feeling? What is the Texans gonna have to do differently this game? Just to secure
one, not put D'Angelo Ross on Amari Cooper. Shit, as Tony said earlier, shit, man, Amari need to take that good old trip to Stingley Island. Hell, and that need to be the last we hear that nigga for this whole game.
And so, but you think how you feel about Nelson though? Because Texans like to play their roles for whatever reason. Sometimes maybe you need to switch it up. It'd be good to see if they did switch that up. But do you feel like Nelson will be able to hold it down if he's matched up on Amari?
I would do it probably every now and then, if Stingley needs a breather. Only if Stingley needs a breather. Other than that, like I said in the chat and in the Discord, goddamn, if Amari goes to the goddamn restroom, this nigga Stingley need to be so locked down, he in the next stall next to him, goddamn. If he going to fill out his Social Security, goddamn, guess who right behind him in line? This nigga Stingley. Yes.
No, Stingley don't have to fill out no Social Security. That'd be terrible. All right. So give me a score prediction. I need to know how you feeling on this one.
Oh man, it's about to be a good old thrusting, man. We going off of 200 packs in them goddamn Viagra, man. About to be fucking 45 to 10, my nigga.
This nigga said a thrusted. 200 packs of the Viagra. I'm fucking with it. You say 45 to 10?
Yeah.
Oh, man, my boy. Hey, you know what? Shout out to this. Oh, this nigga dude is about to be a threat, bro. Like, I mean, it registered. Like, it registered. But, bro, already tired. Then it just, the 200 packs of the Viagra really set it off. It just, the 100 pack is dangerous. 200 packs. And the little blue That's a violation. You doing it. You don't even want to do it no more. You just doing it because you got to. Oh, this is terrible. They're gonna be getting thrusted. Would you say it would be doggy style for the dog pound?
Oh yeah, it's going down. Pound town, dog town, all that. Texans win and landslide. Goddamn.
That's a BET.
We taking these goddamn. We taking the Browns and they dogs to the vet today.
That's what been put under. Ain't nobody coming out the back room. That's a BET. All right. Well, that's a bad Mr. Swisher, man. I appreciate you calling.
I seen the freak on the sidelines.
Oh,
Fuck him too.
Is he? Oh, that nigga probably heard us talk. So he probably, I remember when I used to be back in Houston, I'd catch that little saucer every time. They used to fuck with me. Probably tuned in. Like, that bitch ass nigga watch. He can't even. I'm gonna show them hoe ass. Probably on the side. They probably just came and playing basketball with Mia Khalifa and shit. Weird ass nigga.
This nigga ain't even playing. He trying to get him a massage right now.
Oh no, terrible. Yeah.
But all right, Honcho, I'm gonna let the next person go ahead and get in and spill their sauce, man.
That's better. I appreciate you switching, man.
All right.
Shout out to Switch at the TV. Make sure y'all got all your stuff. Y'all know the freeze and stuff supposed to be coming. So make sure y'all got your supplies and all that if you got to go get your shit after the game. Some of y'all probably already frozen. You know, they got their price gouging. Yeah. This nigga said thrusted. Now, here's the deal. Game started, 3:30? Game started 3:30. I seen a call that I didn't catch. I think it was on another call. I think it's a call that the people would like to hear. So I'm hoping that that particular individual calls back. I mean, we can probably end the sauce calls on that one, and then kind of mark my motherfucking words, and then straight to the garlic naan. And there's tikka masala. Bro, yeah. Oh yeah, Trill getting a smoke today for even if it was a temporary status, and for even aligning yourself with the Browns at any point in time in your existence. Over Deshaun Watson of all people, right? Of all people. Oh, this one saying this damn phone be doing different damn shit. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? See, it's not doing the dilly. Appreciate the super saucy super chat love, J Mel and Mr. Darren Davis.
Left, do it right, do it left, do it right, do it.
I gotta forgive him because it was a particular call here. I gotta get. This is gonna be the one we're gonna wrap it up on. I'm gonna take the last of the call. So I'm gonna call back. Y'all know me. I'll call you back. That's how I get down. I don't think I won't. So I'm trying to get y'all classic send-off before we get the game started. Hold on, what's the motherfucking deal we got called into the sauce line this evening? Oh, man, what's the motherfucking deal? What's going on? It's been a long fucking time. You already know. You retired from trolling? Man, why you retired, man? Yeah. Oh, my bad. My bad. Look, I had y'all rolling, man. Man, y'all, if you an OG, triple OG, quadruple OG sauce, man, y'all remember Tyron Matthews used to be in the chat. Tyron Matthews said he didn't stop trolling, man. He said he didn't retire from the trolling. Y'all know I be getting excited when I get on the phone call. You know I fuck with y'all sauce, man, so I beat my bad. Players fuck up.
Nah, for sure. Keep doing this shit. You already know we got you. You feel me?
Already. But, man, so tell me something real quick, though. What's going to be the score, man? What's going to be the final score of this game?
Man, I don't know what's the final score, but I say Will Anderson and Dalton Schultz. I'm looking forward for them two players to ball out today. Will Anderson and Dalton Schultz.
All right, that's a BET. I'm gonna keep on for the jot down. Tyron say Will and Dalton gonna go off today. Got you.
Yep.
Really,
yes, sir.
That's a bit, baby. Anything else you want to say to Sauce Nation before we sign off, man?
Shit. Hey, y'all keep tuning in. Hey, you already know. Let's get this motherfucking dub. It's CJ Stroud era. New era in Houston. You already know we a different team. I'm telling you.
Sir, already.
That's all I gotta say.
All right, that's a bit.
Hey, fuck them Browns. Fuck them Browns.
See,
hey, they was talking that shit.
Yeah, fuck it. We got something for them, though. We got something for them this game. We ain't even tripping. So it's
nah, for sure.
Already.
Shit.
That's bad. I got you, Wink.
All right, man. I bet, honcho.
I hope that, man. It's good to hear from you. Good to know you all right, man. I appreciate you calling in for real.
Yes, sir. Already, you already know we support.
Left, do it, right, do it, left, do it, right, do it.
There's a whole bunch going on. We're getting active. Hold on, let me get it all together. I don't know what I got going on. I'm just calling, answering, muting, and there's a bunch of shit going on. My bad. Buttons pushing super chats going off. Shout out to D Davis for the super sauce and super chat love. Appreciate that. Wade Steven for the sauce, baby. I already appreciate the super sauce and super chat love. Heidi is a terrible person, and she's into the same things Deshaun Watson is. So figure that out yourself. I got your link on the Discord link. I'm gonna send it to you as soon as we're done with the stream. Like I said, pull up probably about this shit finna be here in about 3 minutes.
Left, do it, right, do it, left, do it, right, do it.
Pass means nothing. Oilers beat the crap out of Buffalo the week before the 92 disaster. Check the facts, but yeah, Cleveland probably still loses. That's what Heidi said. That's what she said. Yeah, I'm gonna misappropriate your words. Heidi's been hanging out around New York. But here's the deal. Hey, if you're in the Discord, y'all already know how we rocking the Discord, so we're gonna get ready to sign off. Real quick, hold on. I'm gonna take this one. Hold on. Real quick, I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna give y'all some classic. If y'all don't know this one, I don't know how Sauce Nation y'all really is. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in to the Sauce line for the pregame playoff pregame show, man?
What's going on? What it do, Hunter? It's your boy, Man Up.
Man Up, what's the motherfucking deal? We got a little bit of time. I was trying to catch you earlier, but I was missing your call, man. But what's your mark, my motherfucking words? What's your score prediction for today's game, man?
All right, mark my motherfucking words. CJ gonna have 5 touchdowns for I'm gonna say about 360 yards. Will Anderson is gonna have at least 3 sacks, and also too, Singletary gonna rush for at least 80 yards today. At least 80.
Okay, 80 from Motor. That's
my score prediction is going to be, I'm gonna keep it close. I'm gonna say 35-30.
5-30. That's what be man. One thing, man, before we wrap it up. Anything you want to say to Sauce Nation? It's been a minute. We've been able to link up. You know, I've been missing your texts and I've been all over the place to get some things together. Anything you want to say to Sauce Nation about this game today and how you feeling?
Y'all said it several times before. Well, first, let me say this. I'm on my way home to go watch the game because I know it's going to start in a few minutes. But y'all said it several times today already. Honcho, CJ Stroud is gangster. He ain't got to say nothing. He just say, oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And that was it. You say some shit like that with that particular tone, just with that tone alone. Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to let my actions talk. That's the kind of person I like. I like that dude. Now, I'm going to say this here. I was watching this YouTube video a couple of days ago. A whole lot of Browns fans was already getting ready to leave Cleveland to come to Houston. And when they got to Houston, a lot of them was like, man, I might want to try to come live here. I was you damn right you want to live in Houston.
No, they stay at home like them Californians.
But yeah, I just had to go and let y'all know I'm finna go home and watch this game my damn self. I left work early just to go watch the damn game, man.
Yeah,
so shit.
You already know it's on the same maneuver, man. Like shit. But hey, I done got sick. I done got a upset stomach. I done got some food poisoning or something, man. I think I got Ebola or something, jaundice. I don't know, man. I ain't feeling good.
But yeah, I'm finna go watch this shit, man. But I had to call in and show you some love, man. Hey, let's get this dub, man. Let's get this dub.
Already, man. Shout out to Mr. Man Up. I appreciate you calling in, big dog, and sharing spilling your sauce with us today, man.
All right, you have a good one now. I'll let you.
Man. That's a bit. Shout out to Man Up, man. All right. We're a couple of minutes away from making the play, so this is what we got to do. If you want to catch the game live with Sauce Nation, you're like, well, Honcho, you guys stream the game. Well, we do something a little bit different. You want to rock live, watch the game with Sauce Nation. We do this every week. Well, when we're not at the game. You can join the Patreon, join the Discord, patreon.com/Sauce Sports. Matter of fact, while we are talking about that, get that set up. Yeah, y'all know nothing about that right there. So I'm already in the Discord for those of you who be rocking like a cutoff stocking. Shit ain't doing all that. This part showing up. Hold on. So y'all don't mind me. Let me get that set up. And so here's the deal. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. It's time for the game. For to get everything set up. Wink, I'm going to send you that link in the email right now. So make sure you got that. And everybody else, man, hey, let's go Texans. Mark my motherfucking words. CJ Stroud's going to go off for 375 yards. He's going to drop 4 touchdowns. Singletary is going to have 1 and $125. This Browns defense is going to get outclassed by the young legend, by the young rookie, one Mr. CJ Stroud, right? Because of all the trash that's been talked, all the insults, all the naysayers, if you will, right? CJ, all eyes on CJ today. Old man Flacco's had his time. His time is done. He's going to return to that couch from which he's sitting on. We'll eat him some Takis. Texans take this one. I mean, some say I don't feel like it's going to be as close as people would like, right? I'm going to say 38-17. Texans go on to the next round to take. What was it, the Ravens next week? Ravens to Pound Town. I'm not looking past the Browns. There's going to be some bend but don't break shit going on. The Texans walk away with this one. Let's go. Sauce Nation, hit that like button if you fucking with it. We're going to be here for the post-game show. Texans fans, we are Texans. Shout out to Hannah McNair and only Hannah McNair. Cal, you cool. You ain't the player McNair, but Cal, you cool. It was the Chiefs or whoever, it don't even matter. It don't matter. And Heidi making predictions, you're definitely going to win. With that being said, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Most of all, y'all stay saucy. To the Discord, I go. Adios, amigos.